Three stories, 3 minutes. Let's go. A federal appeals court just struck down a 158-year-old ban on home distilling, which means the American dream is alive and well and apparently bubbling in a mason jar in somebody's garage. The Fifth Circuit said the government's logic was too broad, because if Congress can ban home distilling this way, then under that same theory, it could start criminalizing all kinds of things people do at home. So congratulations to hobby distillers, who are now one step closer to becoming the only people on earth who say the phrase small batch while standing next to a lawnmower and a can of paint thinner. Somewhere right now, a guy who owns 16 flannel shirts is looking at an apple pie moonshine recipe and whispering, "This is my moment." Scientists are now saying lobsters really do feel pain, and some are calling for a ban on boiling them alive. Researchers found that painkillers changed how the animals responded to harmful stimuli, which is science talk for, yeah, this thing isn't thrilled about becoming dinner. So now we're headed towards one of those cultural arguments where half the country says we need more humane treatment for lobsters, and the other half says, buddy, I'm already paying $39 for this entree. I can't also be responsible for its emotional journey. We have officially entered the era where seafood comes with a moral complication. At this rate, Red Lobster is going to need grief counselors and a land acknowledgement. And finally, with IRS staffing cuts piling up, there's now a growing sense among some taxpayers that maybe this is the year to get a little creative. Not in a I found a deduction kind of way, more of a let's see if the federal government notices kind of way. That is the most American thing imaginable. The second people think the hall monitor called in sick, they start writing off the dog as a security consultant. Somewhere there's a guy with a leaf blower, a side hustle, and a prayer claiming $12,000 in mobile logistics. The IRS spent years trying to convince people they were watching, and now, one round of staff cuts later, the whole country is acting like substitute teacher day. I've been a little under the weather lately, so I missed Monday's 3 and 3. I appreciate those who reached out and asked where it was. This is the Snark Factor 3 and 3. I'm Fingers Malloy. Let's talk tomorrow.